Espresso americano.
Americano's fine.
Americano.
Yeah,
I'll go for espresso. Thank you for coming, first of all.
Pleasure. Thanks for the invitation.
Thank you. I mean, it's been a while since we know each other. I think like half a year already. Half a year. We've met it actually during the Ramadan, I guess. Actually, that was the very calm time here.
Yeah.
And now you're doing the. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about your current project that you're doing?
Yeah. So opening a new restaurant in DIFC. We got a space in the Al Fatah Currency House. It's a bit of a unique space because we have two parts to it: an indoor area and then a nice terrace, which is quite unique to DIFC. But yeah, I think it's an exciting project. Really spearheading the concept. It's going to be revolved around third culture cuisine for the food, but the interior will be inspired by a lot of the like Silk Road interpretations. So,
But would you say it's actually in demand right now? Let's say like this actually. If you look at the market,
yeah,
you come to Dubai and you think, okay, what's the cuisine is in demand? Of course, I mean, the project I've seen, it's great. It's like, I like the project you did.
right.
I actually like it. It's a great location. It's going to be successful for sure. But if you come to the Dubai and you look at the market, you're like, okay, this cuisine is lacking or something like that. Would you say there is something like this? I mean, from my side, it's just overwhelmed with everything. It's like there is everything for any type of taste. If you want Japanese, Russian, Italian, Portuguese, literally anything. But would you say there is something like this?
I think for DIFC, it's quite unique just because when you look at DIFC, you see a lot of franchises. That just sticks out. As soon as you go into DIFC, you like brand names, franchises.
Thanks, Nora. Thank you.
And when you're coming in as a new restaurant, you want to stand out. So how do you stand out? You don't try and copy what other people are doing. You look at, it also influences by the trends that's happening in the world right now. The thing with third culture is that you can already see success from a restaurant called June's in Business Bay, which
Okay.
is based around third culture cuisine. And third cultures to me is just like a fancy word for modern fusion, because the term originated from America, where they had to coin a term for the children that kind of grew up in a country outside of their parents' country of origin. So a lot of immigrants come to America, and now the children is being born into a place with like melting pot of cultures, being exposed to different perspectives. Needless to say, they had an identity crisis, so this is why the term was coined.
Okay.
So now with third culture cuisine, it's a bit, I could say you can leave it up to interpretation, because you're not going to say, oh, I go into this restaurant expecting Italian cuisine, or I expect Japanese cuisine.
Everything at the same time, at the same time, all the types of the cuisines.
Yeah.
This is what I've noticed about
Yeah.
Dubai. You go to Japanese, you're going to be not only having Japanese,
Yeah.
you're going to have, sushi for sure, nigiris, all the things.
Yeah.
But pizza sometimes in the menu,
Yeah.
burritos sometimes in the menu.
Yeah.
Is it a Dubai thing? I mean, you lived in different countries.
Yeah.
And from my point of view, I've traveled in Europe, I lived in Australia. If you go into Japanese, it's going to be Japanese. But in Dubai, everything is like, I don't want to say melting pot, but okay, like each restaurant is a melting pot, like literally. And like as we said about in like the States in general, here you come to the restaurant, you look at the menu, truffle. You need to have truffle in Dubai. You need to have Wagyu. Do you have Wagyu sushis at your restaurant, the current one they're opening? Can we say the name for the restaurant?
The name will be Uncut.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Uncut Restaurant and Bar. Look, it's easy to put things like Wagyu, caviar, truffle on the menu. For me, like I said, I've worked in different countries, so these things you have to be smart with them. But for Dubai, I guess it's a little bit more unique, because Dubai for a long time has been brought up or raised by franchise restaurants. So you can see like not many people were daring to go outside of making a more creative menu or giving it their own identity, which you see in like where I'm from, Canada, even England, Australia, Hong Kong. Each place, you cook what you like and people come. If you don't like it, then you don't need to come. But in Dubai, I find that people like to copy a lot of the same things. So you could see like any new Japanese restaurants would have more or less the same restaurant. It's like Zuma or these Koya or whatnot. You find a lot of similarities but different interior. And for me, that's boring.
Basically, this is true. I mean, the whole Dubai, everyone says it's so much different, but when you live here, at least for half a year, you realize, fuck, everything at the same time, the same, everything is high quality. I don't complain about the quality in Dubai. Everything is top notch.
Yeah.
The materials, like the ingredients, everything is like coming from the construction side, finishing by the last snail fork on your table, the best. But in terms of the food, it's like, but is it like because all the restaurants trying to adjust to the consumer, to the guest, or is it like because they want to generate as much money as they can? Or like, what's the thing? I actually don't understand. If you would put truffle, is it that much margin on it? I'm like, what's going on with the truffle thing?
It is.
Each country has a different taste. Like, I'm sorry to interrupt. Like,
No.
when you come to the Europe, okay, you come to the Italy, you have like your pasta. If you come to Australia, you have an amazing steak, you have an amazing oysters. Each country has a special taste in it. But even when you come to Dubai, my taste, and I actually spoke to a few friends when you come to Dubai, truffle, all of a sudden, it's not the origin of truffle here. I mean, it's understandable why, because money. But again, why? Why? Is it because just expensive? Is it why?
I would say that a big thing about Dubai is people want to show off. So it is very consumer driven. I do see a little bit of changes nowadays with the restaurant guides that have landed in Dubai, like Michelin, Gold Mio. So that kind of shifted the scene a bit. But before that, you really wanted to go out to be seen. And what better way to show off on Instagram than seeing fresh truffle being shaved tableside, or you got a nice caviar with gold flakes.
Yeah, the gold flakes.
You don't see this in other, like, it's not as rampant in other countries, like I mean, even Australia, where you can just go into like a hole in the wall place or a mom and pop shop and enjoy a nice meal. But for Dubai, it was really like in your face. Like they really wanted you to see the luxury, to feel the luxury. And I think for a long time that was kind of the demographic they were attracting, because now that we've seen that as Dubai has matured more, then we can see more homegrown restaurants have been popping up left and right.
What's the audience? What do you say? Like they target, like they basically the target audience they were attracting. Is it changing, right? I mean, I can definitely say, even I've been here for like a couple of years, it's changed. For the last 2 years, it's definitely changed. I mean, it's a lot of different nationalities coming here. But when you open the restaurant, you for sure, you're going to know, okay, we're going to be targeting this nationality.
Well, in order to open a restaurant, you need to understand the demographic of the area that you're opening in. So it's a place like DIFC, where there's a lot of international business workers, you have lawyers, you have a lot of office people. You have to understand where you're opening, because that's like, because if you don't understand, how are you going to cater to them as well? For us, to me, like, we have a lot of good mix of Chinese, Russian, locals. So for us, it's kind of seeing what's missing in the market, but also finding that balance between catering to the needs.
Okay. But what was the previous country before Dubai you came to Dubai? Because you lived in Canada.
Yeah.
You're from Canada, right?
Yeah, I'm from Canada.
Canada, Hong Kong, Australia, Sweden. You just mentioned this like 10 minutes ago. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Sweden. Anything missing here?
I think that was it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
There are like 4 countries.
Yeah.
But your start of the journey was like in Canada.
Canada, yeah. Then I went into England for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, England. This is what I missed
Yeah.
right now. England. Okay.
So that was kind of my first leap, like internationally, just to like getting outside of Canada. Because in Canada, I was working in hotels.
Okay.
And I think that was like the for me, like, just kind of got out of school, worked in hotels, worked in resorts. But for me, like, I wanted to really learn the restaurant scene. And for me, also in Vancouver at the time, we had a lot of chain restaurants that didn't have much personality. It was just kind of like the same menu over and over. So there wasn't much soul in it, as I kind of felt. And that kind of made me take the plunge to go into England. This was during 2012 Summer Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody, didn't have anything lined up, but I just bought the Michelin guide and, saw these amazing restaurants. Went to these restaurants, knocked on the doors, and just, asked if I could work for them. And fortunately enough, I managed to land a really good restaurant job in Oxford.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 Michelin star restaurant, Le Manoir Cuisine, and spent the remaining of my visa
Do you
almost
speak
2
French,
years.
by the way?
And we learned it in school, but if you don't use it, it's like you kind of forget. So I never I know some French terms in the kitchen, basic French, but it's really doesn't stick with me when I haven't felt the need to speak it
Okay.
at all. Yeah.
I mean, I was like, since you from Canada, you might have.
Yeah.
That's as well.
I mean, I speak more Vietnamese than French.
Vietnamese as well.
Yeah.
Is this like also the origin?
Yeah. So my family's from Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
They immigrated during the Vietnam War, and that was where I was like part of that third culture scene that I didn't know at the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it was like, oh, okay.
Because I'm
It's a
not
huge mix.
yeah, I'm not fluent in Vietnamese, but I'm, like born in Canada, so it's
Okay.
I can't go back to Vietnam and be like I'm fully
I'm
Vietnamese.
local. I mean, I've been to Vietnam once. It was
Yeah.
it was bananas.
that was amazing.
I mean, it's crazy in terms of the richness of the culture. And of course, I was not there to look for anything like fancy. I mean, is it just my understanding? If you go to somewhere like this part of the world, you want to go very deep into the culture. You want to go very deep into authentic food. I went just to somewhere. Oh, to be honest, which city? You have a city, Da Nang, right? Something there.
Yeah, that's by the beach side. Yeah.
Exactly. This is the city. All of a sudden, I was there. It's not very much tourist city. It's not that much for especially for the Russians. It's not, they don't go there. I was like, okay, but I was studying in Hong Kong, so I went there. It's like, okay, and they just stop in the middle of the road, have some. All of a sudden, it was like Russian salad. But okay, still, it was authentic. And then I went to some local cuisine there, like all this fast food. When I go to these countries, I always go fast food. I mean, I need to, when I'm saying this country, I'm talking about Hong Kong, Vietnamese, even Bali, I would say include there, Singapore, like all these regions, you need to go for the fast food. But is it like, why? Why is it so much fast food culture? I don't know. No, I mean, fast food, it's different fast food.
Yeah.
If we say McDonald's and we say
Street food.
street food, yeah. Street food. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this is the right term for it. Okay. But then after the Canada, you moved to England.
Yeah.
England to...
And then I went to Sweden for an internship
Okay.
at restaurant Frantzén, which was very up and coming, quite like the best restaurant in Sweden at the time, and I mean probably still is one of the top restaurants. Just to gain exposure, I didn't know what Scandinavian cuisine was like or culture. I just when I was working in England, whatever time off I had, I just traveled to different countries in Europe. So that really kind of motivated me to like just keep on traveling, keep on seeing different perspectives and learning different cultures. And Sweden attracted me because it was just like something that I've never ever seen before, and to learn from there and to live there for a full month was like quite amazing.
Okay.
And the people that I met there kind of drove me to go to Australia actually. So
From Sweden.
yeah, I met
Swedish
some-
people
there was like
inspired
Australia.
you
There was
to
also other people doing internships. There was a big. It was just like a big culture of people just working for free, learning as much as they can, and
For the
they're all
experience,
coming from
okay.
all over the world. And like met a couple nice guys from Australia. They're like, yeah, you should try it out.
Okay.
And for Canadians, it was quite easy for us to get a visa to work in Australia. So I was like,
Okay.
why not? So
Actually, many Canadians actually I met there. And the opposite. Many Aussies are going to Canada as
exactly,
well.
yeah. So actually, a lot of Australians work at the winter resort in Vancouver at Whistler. So you ever go snowboarding, you're almost being like in mini Australia.
Okay,
So, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I mean, all the Aussies, they always go, if they're going for something summer, Bali, I mean, summer, Australia has a very long summer as well. But when they go Bali or they go Greek, if I go the particular, Mykonos or something like that. This is
Okay,
where
yeah.
I mean, it's full
Yeah.
of Australians. It's full of them. But at the same time, it's understandable. It's the first stop in Europe, basically. This is why. Yeah, it's quite a fair trip from Australia to Europe. That's why. But from Sweden, this restaurant, is it one of those when you come, it's full of the about experience, it's set menu, all the things like this? Is it? To be honest, I don't know this restaurant.
Oh, in Sweden.
this
it
is-
is. Yeah, it is actually quite an intimate restaurant. Maybe you're talking about 20 seats. open kitchen. There's no waiters. All the food has been served by the chefs, and
okay.
you do have a sommelier for the wines, but you can see the inspiration was actually taken from Japanese omakase restaurants. So where you could see the chef make the food in front of you and serve you. The chef from Frantzén took this inspiration and put that in Sweden. And you could see it was actually like quite a unique thing at the time because no one else was doing it. It was actually quite an exciting energy because you're actually getting like a lot of Japanese influence into the Scandinavian culture. And for me, like learning the techniques and how they treat the food and using local ingredients was actually quite a very good learning experience. And to be honest, like it was very hard to book a seat there. But fortunately for people that work for free, we get to eat the tasting menu for free, like as a show of gratitude
Okay.
for us working there as well. So,
But I mean, it's a nice experience, I guess, to know how the kitchen works. It's a bit of calembour, but again, this is to know how the whole thing is done. It's
yeah.
and I guess it's like it was kind of at your beginning. I mean, you've already done UK, you've done Canada before, but
Yeah.
probably one of the projects. And you went to Melbourne,
I went to Sydney first.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Where did you go to Sydney?
Mr. Wong's.
Mr. Wong you went to?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This is fun. Oh,
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite ones. I love Mr. Wong. Oh, my God. My top three. Mr. Wong. Right now, Palazzo Salato probably don't know these guys. They opened like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably been already in Dubai back in the time. And Woodcut. Woodcut you might know. They are the Star Hotel.
Okay.
This is my top three. I mean, and the Spicy Temple, I think this is the name for the restaurant. Also,
Spice Temple.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the great guys. All of them, I love them. You maybe went to Mr. Wong. I mean, this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Wong's was my first kind of introduction into modern Asian cooking.
Okay.
Yeah. I applied as a commie because I was just like, I'm new to this. I've never cooked with a wok before. Or I don't know anything about Chinese cuisine. Like I've eaten Chinese food growing up in Vancouver, but to actually work in a modern Chinese restaurant like this, I was just like, I only know, like I came from a modern European restaurant, so I don't know. But, it was like quickly went up the ranks and I learned quite a lot in that restaurant. And, to understand there's like levels to cuisines, like
Okay.
modern Chinese can be, because it was a long time, like you always think like when people think of Chinese food, it's something you eat late at night after you go clubbing or after party, or like what do you think you're gonna eat? Oh, just order Chinese or pizza or something like this. But for me, like going to Mr. Wong's, like you got like people who really care about the food. You have amazing dim sum, roast duck, and it's a massive restaurant, but
And it's always booked.
Always
I mean,
booked. It's
most of the
full.
time you cannot walk in.
Yeah.
I don't want to do the advertisement for that, but I mean, they do great, and
Yeah.
it's like you cannot walk in, and most of the times people told me how many covers they do a day. It's just crazy.
It's
I mean,
1,000
it's like how
covers,
many
yeah.
seats in
500.
Dubai? 150, 200 common. In Europe, in Australia, I guess in Canada, 150 seats restaurant. It's huge. It's
Yeah.
big, and to do this massive thing, I mean, and all this packed, and then like it's like 3 covers, 4 covers, 5 covers, like easily, or like yeah, I mean, great for them. But I have a very interesting question. I mean, the concept of Mr. Wong, I like. I like a la carte in general. What's your take, first of all, on set menu? I mean, I'm not very much a restaurant industry business understanding. I'm from another, you know me.
Right.
I'm from the tableware point of view. This is what I'm understanding. But I hate set menu. I hate it. And of course, I understand. All my respect to the chefs, to everyone who's doing that. I love it. Great. But if I come to the restaurant, do I have to follow it? I mean,
No.
because I've experienced this. I'm coming to the restaurant. I'm sitting down. The waiter comes to me, says, "What do you like?" Like, okay, water, nothing. But then just no question asked. I was like, "But I cannot have it. Not because of the allergy. I don't like it. It's just
Yeah.
fine." But no, you have to. Right now it's changing. Right now people are more flexible because there are many allergies. There are many things people have to ask and blah 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 blah. But back in the time, like not even actually that much back, 4 years ago. You come, you either eat my food or get out from here if you don't like my set menu. Does it offend the chef if I don't want to eat from this set menu somehow? I'm actually interested.
I mean, it's a case by case scenario, right? Because like, I mean, there are some establishments where it is very chef driven, and what I mean by that is like the chef is like really wants to showcase his, like pretty much put himself on the plate on the menu, and whether that comes with flexibility or not depends on the chef. But it's also like, yeah, I guess you have to understand like there's something for everyone. If you're coming to a restaurant that the chef built from scratch, or he's like a chef owner, then I would understand he was trying to do the best he can to showcase his experience and techniques, what he's learned, and all the hours he put into his career into this menu. But at the same time, you're also a restaurant. So what that means is that people come to your restaurant to
This is interesting. Yeah,
to
this is interesting.
enjoy, to unwind, to restore their energy. I mean, that was the kind of like the term what restaurant means. You go to that place to kind of, after a long day of working, you want to go and just recharge a bit. So that was kind of the idea of restaurants back in the day, from a long time ago. It's changed now, but the meaning, the core value is still there. And so for us in the hospitality industry is like, it's also come to say like, do you think the customer is always right? Some people would argue that the customer
This is an interesting question, actually.
people would argue like, yeah, the customer is always right because they pay. Some others will say,
Are they?
yeah, and then some will also argue like, some customers take it to the extreme. They abuse their rights, or they do what they can to abuse as much as they can and get freebies or whatnot. So it really just depends on, like I said, case by case scenario. I do think there's room. There's like something for everyone. You don't need to take a set menu, especially in my restaurant. Like I'm quite a flexible guy, so if and for me, I don't really have any ego behind what I put on the menu. Like I think it tastes good. Some things that I think might not do well on the menu does well. So I'm like that's kind of like you can never have a clear expectation, but you kind of trust with your experience and what you've done so far, and kind of leave it up to the guests at the end of the day. But for me, like if you have to be very rigid and you have to go to a restaurant and the chefs say you cannot be flexible, it kind of kills the experience for me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, myself, I'm trying still to respect the things. If I don't like the set menu, I check. Okay, I just don't go there. I don't care. Maybe I actually missing out many things. I mean, maybe I'm missing.
I would say like if you go to Japan and you have like if you booked a very amazing Japanese, kaiseki restaurant, yeah, you got to leave it up to the chef because that's like their life. They spent their life just.
This I'm
doing
afraid.
their craft.
I'm afraid. In Japan, I would afraid doing anything wrong. I'm actually serious about it.
And I think that's a good thing because I've read somewhere like where there was this I wouldn't even say a food critic, but like a food influencer that she booked a seat at one of the most hardest to book restaurants in Japan. She went there. It's a sushi restaurant, of course, and she's like, I don't like fish.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, in this case, what did they do? I mean, they just.
Yeah, I mean, they turned her away because it was like, why would you book a seat at a fish forward centric restaurant and say that you don't eat fish?
And she was critic.
She was not a critic. No, she was like a foodie influencer. I think it's like one of those things people do to kind of for clout, or they want to chase fame, or like make the news, something like this.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm coming to the restaurants, if it's a set menu, again, I'm trying not to come there, not actually to disturb anyone, because I'm going to be the annoying one. Okay, but if I come, I will always ask. You have this on the menu. I will check the ingredients. I will check what they have. I will not ask if the Italian restaurants can have a nigiri. No, I'm not. But let's say I'm coming to the Michelin restaurant, Italian cuisine, and they have some potatoes. I mean, I don't know what they have. They have truffle. They have everything or whatever. Can I have this fish, grill, asparagus on the side? They said something like this. I think it should be fine. I mean, but of course, I would say 70% of chances in my life I was refused. for sure.
Okay, so
Oh,
I see what
definitely,
you mean. Yeah.
definitely. Oh, I was, especially if it's Europe. Dubai, yeah. Dubai is very much service oriented because every restaurant is so much fighting against their competitors, I can tell. Here, probably, I would say, maybe you can correct me, maybe you're not agreeing, but here, the restaurants are more driven by the customers than the opposite. In Europe, especially like old Europe, Italy, France, maybe UK, but days where sometimes restaurants
Yeah.
they guide the customers and the guests.
No,
They
I
have
would
to
s-
go.
I would say that's true because to be honest, it's hard to keep up with the amount of restaurants opening in Dubai, and there's not enough people to fill up all these restaurants. To be honest, like so you're right. This is more of a consumer based that's driving the restaurant industry here, as opposed to like you said, we're in Europe where they can have the luxury to be like, we cannot do that for you.
Even if I don't understand, but sometimes I don't understand. Especially this happens with me. Every time I'm going to Paris, every time I'm in Paris, I'm going to the restaurant. I already got used to that. I already got used to how to behave with them, how to actually get what I want. But at the beginning, I was like, go, casse-toi, like this. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, sorry, okay. But now I know how to behave with them. You need to be, yeah. French are French, but I love the French cuisine. It's one of the best, I think. But in Dubai, the time I came here, I get a bit spoiled.
Yeah.
I get so much spoiled with the service you get, with the fast service you get, with the deliveries you get. We come to the restaurants, most of the dishes will come to you like 15 minutes, 1-5. It's most of the time. In Europe, no, sometimes you can wait for 20, 30, 40. It's a bit too long, but yeah, people are waiting for it. Do you think right now it's such a cycle going on? It's a balloon. It's my understanding. It's my take. It's gonna burst one day. It's gonna burst.
People say that, but
People say no.
people say that the bubble's gonna burst, but to be honest,
Many bubbles here didn't burst.
yeah.
Many still. People still saying about real estate. People think, yeah, but what about the restaurants?
No, I think with the amount of restaurants opening, it doesn't seem to be slowing down. I do think like there's more investment in restaurants than enough people to kind of fill in these restaurants, and you kind of witness like a lot of these super luxury places like One and Only, who's like reconceptualizing their spaces. Like
This is what they're doing right now.
yeah, they
Fully think, the
they
whole thing.
first opened to have amazing Michelin star restaurants, Michelin chefs, and now I think the last one is closing soon, so they're going to more casual. So it's very like, you can have the luxury restaurants, but if you keep doing it over and over and over without any like much thought, and you're just parking your investment there without understanding the market, it's not gonna work out the way you think.
But would you say, it's investment. It's definitely business. But what's the average life expectancy for the restaurants in Dubai? I feel every restaurant closes every second year. Open one season, yeah, usually the restaurants, I've heard actually from many restaurant owners, it's very easy to open the restaurant and to run it for one season, especially for a season, let's say starting from October, finishing by roughly after the Ramadan. It's very easy to be successful in it, but try to run a restaurant for 2 or 3 years here. This is this is where the actually hard thing come in. But what's the life expectancy here?
Oh, yeah. I would say not even just Dubai, but like just restaurants in general all over the world. You'd be lucky to make it past your first year.
Okay.
Yeah, like I can't really give a percentage, but you could think if you really don't know what you're doing, if you're just coming to think like, oh, I'm gonna open a restaurant. I've never worked in the industry before. I don't know how anything works, from the kitchen porter to the waitress to the busboy. I don't know how any of that works, but I'm gonna open a restaurant anyway. You can expect to not succeed in within your first year, because there's a lot of nuances that a lot of people don't think about when you're from the outside coming in. But if you're coming from a strong background in hospitality, you know what you're doing, you're taking measured steps, you're very organized, you understand the market, you have well-connected suppliers and a good network, then you can have a better chance to succeed. But that doesn't also mean like that doesn't guarantee your restaurant's going to succeed as well. So there's actually a lot of it comes down to marketing, exposure, location,
Yeah.
your budgeting, your capex, opex.
But at the same time, I know in the Dubai, I mean, it's only Dubai cases. It feels like this is kind of, it's like, I mean, I'm not sure if there is such a word. I think it's actually the French word, vitrine. Like it's a display. It's like where you actually can test all of the restaurants. Here, I know many restaurants, it's a huge investment. It's like huge.
Right.
It's like billions.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not billions, but it's close to that.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dubai.
Yeah, yeah.
Dubai. Great location. DIFC, downtown. I know those. Great interior, great chefs, everything is great. No. In marketing, of course, it was huge as well. Didn't work out. It's just such a lucky draw. It's like why? What's the main, like, okay, this is how you know this is going to be successful. Can you predict successful projects? I mean, you know the many restaurants are opening. Can you say like, okay, this is going to be successful?
I mean, a good indicator is just knowing what they've opened before. If they've been it comes down to experience. If they've been opening restaurant before, then that's a good indicator of like their track record. But like you said, they could spend amazing amount of money and still not be successful. And I think that just comes down to maybe reality versus expectations, because maybe they saw this. Even maybe from the outside looking in, this is Dubai, amazing restaurants, luxuries everywhere, people living good life. I'm going to open something there. And then they come and they arrive, they do it, and then nobody shows up.
Yeah.
So that's maybe because they haven't lived in Dubai long enough, or they don't understand the market. They don't understand, like, okay, people just come here and park their investment.
I mean, still many people do.
I would say because it's a tax haven. Like, that's a very big factor as well.
Safe.
Yeah.
You're going to keep your money in this.
Yeah.
At least you're keeping something that you might get a margin on.
Yeah.
Like some return on investment after some time.
I mean, restaurants has always been like a front for many other businesses for not just Dubai, but many other countries. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just open something just to have something.
Yeah.
That also kind of like sometimes shows up quite obviously, that they don't really
when you
care.
See
when they don't care about the details or the service is just like very lackluster, or the food is just kind of generic or no identity.
For example, truffle.
Yeah, like I mean,
I love truffle, but it's just
maybe they just scroll through TikTok. They're like, okay, we need to do that. It's very like, I mean, to be honest, it's more scary now because with like ChatGPT and everything out and AI, it's like, I think, I mean, consumers have always been quite more educated than, as I've progressed in my career. They've really are in tune with like what's happening in the world. So I find that when you have to open a restaurant, the offering also has to kind of reflect not only the modern trend, but they're expecting like more personality, more something that makes them feel that it's going to be different, Because hospitality is a feeling at the end of the day.
Okay.
But if they just get like robotic service and things like this, chances are they're not going to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the same time, when you're looking at the market here, would you say if restaurants follow these rules? I don't know, maybe you have 10, maybe you have 5. This actually was interesting because I asked many guys in my life, if you come to the restaurant, what's your main criteria? Or before you go there, how do you choose the restaurant actually? How do you choose a restaurant? When you go to the restaurant, how do you open a Google Maps and you just go, okay, this restaurant I might like, and when you come into the restaurant, you're going to say, okay, this is going to be successful. Is it the crowd in the restaurants? Is it the way menu looks like? Is it the way the waiter looks like? I mean, of course, it's a complex, but what do you say, what is the top 5 criteria? Top 5 now, top 5.
I mean, for me, like word of mouth is a good one.
Oh, okay.
Before social media. Well, how do people get to know places?
Yeah.
You talk to your friends, you network. Maybe someone at school or at work. Hey, you should check this out. I should check that out. And then after word of mouth, then you have your media. Like what's on the guides, like Michelin guide or.
Do you trust Michelin guides?
I think
you have a lot of experience with Michelin.
I would say a fair bit, but it's something for chefs to really think about, because when you're aspiring chef, getting recognized by, even just chasing for Michelins is a very
No, for the chef, I completely understand. It's a
Yeah.
competition. It's the main competition. In
Yeah.
NBA, they have their own competition. In hockey, everyone has.
yeah
The Formula One. But as for the guest,
yeah. I mean, if you understand how Michelin Guide was like created, it was just a place for a tire company to recommend some places to stop by.
Yeah, to have a snack. No, basically, but do you trust Michelin guides as a guest, as a consumer? Would you follow them?
I would
you
say if you weren't working in the industry, I would trust it. Like
Okay.
I would have it would be a pretty good indicator, because now that they have like Bib Gourmand, which is more best value for your money.
This I like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not because I'm like such a cheap buster, but
Yeah.
again, it's fair.
Yeah.
It seems fair.
Yeah.
You actually can follow it. You go in there. Sometimes it's a great venue. Sometimes it's just a bit less, but all of them decent. It's a very decent, nice restaurants. But would you say right now the main direction in Dubai? I mean, I know many people are trying to bring all the big brands right now.
Yeah.
You can see from all the different industry, real estate, brands, the clothing. Same for the restaurant industry. I mean, right now, it's what I feel again. The whole industry is getting more professionalized. I definitely can tell. I can tell for the last 2 years even. It's a bit less chaotic. People coming here actually to work professional. It's not as much crazy bananas money. Just all of a sudden, you just work Dubai, you get like whatever crazy money. People are actually getting more professional here. But is it going to be actually long-term game? Do people come here for the long term? This is the thing.
I mean, that's the $1,000,000 question, because I think when I first came here in 2019, right? So it was a lot of the people that have lived here past, like, I say 3 years would generally stay in Dubai longer. A lot of people left within the first year because they figured it's not for them, or the opportunity is not good here, or they think like they were lured here to chase a dream, and then they couldn't get it, and then they had to go back home.
Yeah.
So there's a very competitive scene here. I would say, like, don't think like you can just come here without anything lined up, because that's just very risky and not smart at all. I think people that have lived here past a certain point would generally live here, but at the end of the day,
How long have you been here?
I would say about 5 years now.
You've been here for 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I went back to Canada for 1 year during COVID to help my friend open a boutique hotel. And,
Okay.
And then after COVID started getting lifted up, and then World Expo was happening, then I came back in 2022.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah.
mean, this is a long time. Every time when I'm talking to people, 2 years,
Yeah.
many people stay here for like longer than 5, then for 10 years. I've
Yeah.
heard it, but they're
Yeah.
like, actually like successful right now. Everyone is getting successful. Though I think this is the time when you're getting successful. 5 years, but
Yeah.
every time when I'm talking like 2, 1 year, 3, 2.5, but this is so classic. 1
Yeah.
year is the most frequent answer. How long have you been in Dubai? 1 year. 1 year. Everyone is 1 year. This is what the main question. People invest huge money. People coming here, restaurants, everyone is investing. But everyone is here for living for 1 year. I mean, it's a huge rotation.
Yeah.
Of course, it's huge rotation. 1 year leaving, another one is coming. Definitely. But in terms of the long term, still, I have a feeling that still many people are getting confused by that.
Yeah. It is a very expat-driven city, and
Probably one of the most in the
yeah,
world.
and the main thing is like you can never feel truly like a resident here, even for expats, no matter how long you lived here.
You don't feel like
I mean, for me, like I've lived here longer than any other country, because like you said, any other foreign country, I've lived like 1 or 2 years max before I move. And now I'm here for like almost about 5 years now. So the thing is, like, for the industry, like hospitality it's very good experience. I think if you have the right opportunities, that's always a good reason to stay here.
Okay.
But I can see like a lot of people are gravitating towards Southeast Asia now. I see a lot of businesses are moving
Do
to.
you think?
Yeah, I met a lot.
I think it's actually going opposite now.
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
they're still going there?
I think people go there even like just for the value of their money, but the casinos are opening in Thailand. There's investments happening in Vietnam. Everybody's saying. I mean, Dubai was based off of Singapore, right? A lot of people say that. Like
yeah.
if you go to Singapore, you see the infrastructure, just the vibe was very like what Dubai strive to be. And I think it really depends on what you want. If you really can afford like the lifestyle of Dubai and you see yourself here for a long time, then yeah. But if you don't, if you feel like it's not for you, then within the first year, you're definitely gonna be looking elsewhere.
But what do you say in general? Dubai is much more developed in terms of the restaurant industry than any other countries that you worked in. For me, it's not. For me, it's
No.
still very much way behind.
Yeah, it's way behind.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's way behind, but I would
5
say
years.
yeah, I would say it's behind in terms of just because, like you said, the amount of big brands that are coming in, and big brands, I guess it helps develops the city. But now we're seeing more homegrown restaurants coming up. So now you're seeing that shift in the next phase of a city that's building their own personality. But I would say it's not as developed as, in places like you go into Europe or in Asia, even Australia, to be honest. But
Even though you look at the restaurant, they might look better here. They might look more, like furnished, more rich.
Yeah.
Of course, they definitely they look more rich here.
Yeah,
They're like very
100%.
expensive, fancy. Everything is like very much fancy into
Yeah.
your face. Boom, they're rich.
Yeah.
But then it just comes to the inside of the restaurant. But actually, this is interesting. Would you say interior of the restaurant or the menu, the food? The food. What is number one when it comes to the restaurant? Would you say food or the interior?
where I come from is the food.
Food.
Where I come from is the food, because I can go into any like hole in the wall places, have amazing food, and I feel like I can come back.
Okay.
But if I go into this amazing looking place, and it all comes down to like you can relate this to food. If you have this amazing looking plate of food, and then you taste it, and it's not good, you feel cheated, right? Like you feel cheated. You
in
wouldn't come back.
Dubai, do you feel?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I feel it everywhere, but
Yeah.
it feels still. I've been to many restaurants where the food is very average.
Yeah.
I feel a bit cheated. Still packed.
I mean, I'm looking at it through a different lens because I actually work in the industry, and so
Yeah.
I know all the suppliers. I know everything that's imported in Dubai. Like, you don't get fresh produce like you do back in the other countries where it grows in your backyard. Here, everything is imported. So when I go to the restaurant and, like amazing interior design, but the food is just like either is overcharged or is just not good, you definitely feel cheated and you don't want to go back to that. You could say that about most things, right? Like,
But this is
it's like you're getting a beautiful package, but when you open inside, it's like a piece of charcoal.
okay. I mean, isn't it what we are living in here? But this is what I'm saying. In terms of the money wise, let's say in terms of as an investor, probably you need to invest short term. Can we say short term interior, long term money? Probably this is what is happening. If you want to like long term like business in Dubai, probably food, yeah, for sure food. But you cannot live without good food at your restaurant. But if you want to come, make some money, boom, gone, probably interior. Because the interior here, everyone is a picture.
I mean,
it's just the whole thing in the picture here. It's my take. Okay.
I mean, if you're looking at like as a real estate perspective, then yeah, if you want to flip properties like that, then sure, just spend the money, make it look pretty.
Look
And
at DIFC. The whole industry is doing it there. I
Yeah.
mean, like you open it right now. I so much hope I'm going to come there and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
food.
for sure.
I mean, it will be. But it's just look at DIFC. So many places. It's just average. It's good. It's good. And it's packed, but it's DIFC. Yeah, everyone is coming to international financial center just to have a crazy life, to spend some money. I've been to many restaurants in Dubai where it's just very bad food, and still the money are flowing like a waterfall. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
It's probably only one of a kind city like that. I haven't seen it like this in my life before. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely. And then it definitely skews your perspective because if you leave Dubai and then you kind of have that, you cannot expect what you have experienced in Dubai in another country. You cannot expect that.
And the vice versa, probably.
Yeah.
Probably vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
So I mean, when you go back, for me, like when I go back to Canada, I'm more grounded.
Yeah.
But I also understand like the restaurant industry is very, very tough. Like it's a passion project first and foremost. I remember even in culinary school, like it's like you're not doing it for the money. You have to really, really love the industry. You really have to love food. You have to love hospitality. You have to love the drinks, the service. You have to love everything about it. And only then can making money be a byproduct of that.
Okay.
Because if you go in thinking money first, chances are you're gonna fail, or chances you're gonna be losing you're gonna lose a lot of money. You're gonna feel cheated. You're gonna be like, what am I doing with my life? So people have a different understanding of this industry. Could be glamorous looking from the outside in, but margins are very thin. Not everybody makes it. Expect to fail. You're gonna live a very hard life, working long hours. I mean, think about it. Like, what are we doing during the holidays? We're working, right? We're not out there celebrating like the rest
In
of the people.
Dubai, you have to work.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, in other countries, you're going to be actually enjoying the holidays.
Yeah,
Especially if you're in Australia.
I mean, for me, like, I've always worked on my birthday, so I never really had a chance to celebrate. Okay, my birthday is December 31st, so that's a bit.
Okay, you have to. Yeah. Okay.
But that's a general consensus. Like, when you cannot expect in this industry to celebrate things with your family because you're expected to be at work, and you're in the industry of celebrating others. To be honest, when it's someone's birthday, they come to your restaurant, you make them feel special. But when you're the person doing the work, like, you're always, to be honest, your coworkers are more like your family than your actual family.
Okay, yeah,
The amount of
you spend
hours.
more time with
Yeah.
them. Yeah, and you support each other more often than you probably your family.
Exactly.
This is the true thing. I mean, but this is where your job becomes your wife or whatever, husband or like family. Basically, your job is your family. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I hope Uncut business is going to be great. I actually did you live in Japan? This is my question.
I never lived in Japan. I've
But have you
only
been there?
visited.
You visited there?
Yeah, I went on holiday. Yeah.
I have one little gift. I'm not sure if you know this. This is the small gift from a roommate's company. And this little guy is called. Do you know this guy?
I might have seen it, but I don't know the name.
For sure, you've seen it. This is a small gift from us.
Oh, thank you.
This is Daruma.
Okay.
Daruma. This is a Japanese word. They use it for it.
Yeah.
Basically, this is the little face that usually people give to the big openings, to the something new coming, to the birthday, or whatever.
Okay.
You make a wish, color one eye, and once the wish comes true, you color another one with the black marker, whatever, and then just throw it away. It's a nice thing. We actually got one in the showroom as well. Just always stays there. It's a nice thing. It's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go. It's a nice thing. Yeah, just put it in the restaurant, at your home, at whatever you want. Just always, it reminds you about your goal. It's a nice thing, and I thought it's going to be nice for since you've got a new opening, Uncut is happening.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, mine. Thanks for coming.
A pleasure.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise.
All the best.
Thank you.